Okay, well, looks like you're gonna get a lot of help here. Category is people who annoy you. Audience, keep quiet, please.
So with everybody bending the knee to someone of another race to atone for an injustice that they did not commit, to atone for a sin that wasn't their doing, I thought that I would share with you the time that I used the N-word, and I'm not apologizing for it. I was 23 years old. I played basketball every single day at Lincoln Park in Santa Monica. There were a conglomeration of people. Generally, it was in excess of 50% black on the basketball court, but that is generally the ratio that is needed for it to be a decent game. Sorry, maybe that was racist in favor of black people. After a couple of months of playing together, you generally get to know each other pretty well. A couple hours a day for months on end. Yeah, you get to know each other. And the N-word was bantered around the court with great gusto. It seemed like every other play I heard that word. Of course, I knew I wasn't allowed to use it even back then. But, it just kept being bantered around. And I thought to myself, this is kind of a double standard. They get to throw this word out and abandon, but I'm supposed to keep quiet with it. And eventually I got pretty daring in just a moment of minor frustration. I had a friend of mine, Kay. He was the opposing point guard, pretty decent player, caused a lot of fouls, came down the court. I baited him into trying to cross me over, and I always have my left hand there ready to jab the ball away. And he did so, and I picked him clean. And I started to go down court, and I heard foul. And I turned around frustrated, and I said, N-word, please! And at that moment, the court was frozen. And there was a moment of decision by all the black guys on the court. There were only two of us white guys playing at that moment. And suddenly, instead of pummeling me, the choice was to laugh uproariously. They laughed, and they laughed, and they laughed, and all was forgiven. And I didn't even use the word again. It was just seeing how friendly I was with them, how much I had become part of the group over that period of time. And it was a wonderful, glorious moment. And they knew that I did not mean it in any disrespectful way. They knew that I meant it as one of the guys who had heard them bandying about the word on a frequent basis. And this is how it was interpreted. Yet if somebody had heard about this, just heard about it third hand today, they would accost me. I would be attempted to be canceled because I used the word. They get outraged over somebody else's behalf. They tell them that they should be outraged. This lessens the human communications, our ability to relate to one another. These were friends of mine. It's not like I hung out with them outside the court every day or anything like that. But on the court, we were very friendly. And somebody will come and try to poison these relationships. So all these people that are getting offended for somebody else, poisoning the world. They're making the world less livable. Two individuals are allowed to decide how to relate to each other, or a group of individuals are. If I had been in error and they had demanded an apology, I would have given it to them. I didn't want to get pummeled. But that's not really the reason I wouldn't give it to him. I'd have given it to him because I didn't want to offend my friends. Instead, it was a great moment of laughter. I'm not recommending it, by the way. I'm not saying that you should do that, especially today, but there's no way in heck that I'm apologizing for it. I'm not bending the knee for what wasn't even taken badly by those people at the moment. So you take a look at Abraham Lincoln. He should apologize for having freed the slaves. Ulysses S. Grant should apologize for winning the Civil War and defeating the Confederacy and Robert E. Lee. And yet these people are tearing their statues down. Either these people are completely ignorant of history or they're trying to destroy our system. Either way, F you, I'm not apologizing. I'm not bending the knee. I used the N-word one time and it caused great laughter. But don't try this at home. If you like this video, share it with some friends, and peace and blessings. And absolutely no offenses meant, except maybe if you're an SJW out there. Then, good luck, get your panties in a bunch, whatever you want to do. Peace out.